It is a pleasure to say a few words today on behalf of my party, the Liberal Party of Canada. Canada is proud to be a member of the British Commonwealth and has contributed constructively to this group in countries whenever possible. Canada is also extremely proud of its Charter of Rights and Freedoms, a fundamental document which recognizes individual freedoms and rights, and at its most basic, the human rights of every individual. Obviously, Canada would rather work within an organization to effect change when needed. That is the most constructive approach. On occasion, however, it is important to make a strong statement to the world, and this is such an instance. Canada did signal some time ago that it would consider not attending the gathering in Colombo if progress was not made on human rights, and that has not happened. As we know, the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Navi Pillay, has highlighted a range of very serious human rights abuses in Sri Lanka, including the government's failure to independently or credibly investigate the allegations of war crimes during the country's armed conflict. We believe the decision to boycott the upcoming Commonwealth Heads of State gathering in Colombia is the right decision. We cannot ignore the lack of progress in Sri Lanka on human rights, democracy, and justice. We must take a strong stand. Sri Lanka must understand this and accelerate the change process. Not only Canada, but all Commonwealth countries must continue to put pressure on Sri Lanka to address and correct its human rights abuses. Thank you.
I think it's a very important event because it allows, first of all, we're very grateful to the Tamil community for coming and actually saying thank you to government for taking a very principled approach towards the Commonwealth Heads of State meeting that's going to happen in November in Sri Lanka, and the fact that Canada has decided not to be a part of it in order to send a very strong signal. It's nice to be thanked. I represent the Liberal Party, but you'll find that all three parties, including the NDP and the Conservatives, all agree that we had to send a strong message to the Commonwealth that we must address human rights issues. Sri Lanka has not addressed them, and we have to send them a message.
Okay, and what do you think Canada's stance should be when it comes down to this?
Well, we have to. We are the land of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. I'm very proud of the fact that Canada has its own charter. We believe in human rights and democracy, in justice, and those are the messages that we, as a Commonwealth country, need to carry not only to Sri Lanka but to other Commonwealth countries, so that we put pressure on Sri Lanka to make changes.